Hi guys, my name's Archie and welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I would like to thank you for the positivity on my first video. It was just a quick introduction. I understand not much quality in terms of content, but I appreciate all the feedback that you've given me. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 tips that I've come up with and about how you can throw yourself a curveball and possibly do something new with your life. And to start it all off, I'm going to be telling you exactly how I did it with mine. So if this is something that is of interest to you, stay tuned. To start off, I'm only going to go briefly into what I now do for a living and how I got into my position. I was previously working in quite high-end hospitality. It's something I'd always done throughout my whole life. I basically had always had a dream to work on super yachts on the ocean. Basically, when I went traveling, when I was 20, I believe, I met someone and they told me that they work on super yachts. Working on the ocean's always been something of interest to me. It took me a while to put what I actually wanted, what dream I had, into fruition. So I was working in a 2 Michelin star restaurant, had the urge that I felt the time was right to go and look for my dream job. It's quite complex. You have to do a few qualifications. I'm not going to go overly into it, but it was a big leap for me. You're stepping into the unknown. You fly out to France or wherever you want to get a job after you get the qualifications. You haven't got a job. You've just got your budget and you're there and you're looking for work, and it's just something completely new. Ever since then, I've been in the industry for 2 years now. I don't look back on it at all, no regrets. I love my work I do, and this video is just a little quick insight into things that I think could help you, things that help me. It's going to be 3 quick tips on how to implement something new into your own life. Tip number 1 is start with something small and have a short-term plan. So the reason I say start with something small is that if you're not used to making big changes in your life and stepping into the unknown, if you do small things over time, it will build up confidence for you to then make a bigger move. I'm going to go into more ideas of small things you can do, but if you start progressing and making steps into small things that you haven't done before, then you'll find it easier to make the step for the larger moves you do later on in life. And in regards to long-term and short-term planning, I always say short-term is the best to begin with, because once you've done a short-term plan, what you'll find is that will just path you all the way through to your long-term plan anyway. And also with a short-term plan, you have more clarity, so you're not overly stimulating your brain, and what you have a clearer vision. In this day and age, it's hard to think long term. It's easier to think short term. So stick with the short term plan for clarity and stick with a small change to build your confidence first. Tip number 2, be yourself. And this comes predominantly from the current sort of social situations that are going on in the world at the moment, and how easy it is to be influenced by social media. I am someone who gets influenced by social media, we all are, but it's most of the time things you see online isn't realistic, and it can change the way that you think with the world. You think things will come easier to you. So once you start sort of distancing yourself a little bit from the social media side of things, or be able to get it into your head that that's not always real what you see on there in certain situations, that's a good step to making a little bit more of a life improvement, let's say. Throwing yourself that curveball. Some examples of a curveball or something different in your life would be traveling, and I know we can't do it in this day and age, but hopefully, because right now obviously it's the pandemic, and I don't know when you're watching this, it's something that changed my life. I got into the work I'm doing because someone mentioned to me when I was traveling that they do it themselves. So you can get anything from it. I highly recommend traveling, even if it's just around your country, or even if it's, I don't know, to Spain for a couple of weeks or wherever, but do something different. Travel to somewhere else, experience a different culture. I know that's quite a large one, but it's something that will completely change you, and trust me, I think you should do it. New job, this is obviously, again, we're in a pandemic at the time this video is being filmed, so it's a big one, but a lot of people are out of work. So take the pandemic, maybe if you've lost your job, as a curveball in a way, if you can. I'm lucky enough to be employed in my line of work, but if you've lost your job maybe, and you've always wanted to do another job or a skill, and you have that time at the moment, the pandemic has actually you have to see a positive in it. I know it's not a positive, but you have to see a positive in the sense that you can use it as a time to change your life. Try that thing that you hadn't tried before. Maybe go and apply for that new job, or do something towards learning how to attain new skills for that job that you want. The next one's fitness, and if it's going to be the only thing that you take out of this video, then implement some form of activity into your lifestyle. It'll be the best thing to get started on. It gives you mental clarity and it allows you to think clearly, and then it might allow you to be able to make a small change in your life, or a big one. It depends. Even if it's from setting yourself a challenge of doing 100 press-ups a week, or just reaching your step counter. I mean, I can't do that at the moment here because I'm in isolation. I'm trying to keep my head clear with doing press-ups and stuff like that. You could do a new skill. That could be something as simple as cooking a new dish, and you'll get some self-gratification from that. So any new skill, but for example, cooking. One last example is reaching out to an old friend. You could rekindle your friendship. And I know people feel social angst towards people that they haven't spoken to in a while, and you're worried about what that reply will be or what they're going to think if you message them. But I always say, if look at it in a way where if they were to message you, how would you feel? And if you feel good, if you feel a positive response from it, then just go and send it. The thing about that is you just overthink things, and then you end up sitting in that overthinking stage, and then you gain anxiety from it, and then you just don't end up doing it. If you want to send a friend a message you haven't seen for a while, just send them a message. And my last tip is regret. It's quite a dark one, regret. It's part of the reason why I'm doing this video, really. I don't have a lot of regret in life, but the reason for that is because I don't want a lot of regret in life. I've read a few articles and stuff in the past, and a lot of the people who are on deathbeds, their biggest regrets are actually changeable. So if the regrets that they're lying there thinking about are changeable, then why not do it now? Why not try and make a conscious effort to just make that small change in your life? And as I said in the last examples, it could be something small that could lead to something bigger. I know mindset changes when you grow up as well, but so you may look, I'm 25, and when I'm 35, I may look back on this and be like, well, what was I doing? And I might regret it. I doubt it, but I might regret it. Regret is something that's never going to go away, but it's something that's malleable and something that you can work with, and something that you can lower your chances of having when you're older. So if there's anything to take out of this video, I'd say everything can be altered by you just being you. So take that small little step to do something different with your life in a day. You'll gain the confidence to do bigger things, maybe in a few years' time, maybe tomorrow. Just do something different for one day. Do something new, learn something different, pick up a phone to a friend that you've been thinking about, or try something new, and you'll be surprised how much it actually improves you as a person. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe, click that like button, and give me some positive or negative feedback in the comments. It's all fully appreciated. I'll see you in the next one.